you've now got Hades transformed in a chair, staring down at you all. Before he says anything, any of you have got a chance to talk, or even say initially what your characters may be feeling in this moment.
Holy shit.
Yeah, I think that speaks for a lot of us.
Does that hurt? Transforming from those forms, does that hurt?
Does what hurt?
Transforming from human looking to, I'm not sure, gods? I don't know really hierarchy of that.
Well, why don't we start there with the hierarchy? Many people in this world are told of just the concept of gods. And that's as far as it goes. There's more to gods than just being a god. Your friend here, as he points to Zorus, he's what we would call a demigod. Those beings like the dragons in this land, I'd call them half-gods. Gods of heritage. Some gods in this land, for example, those of the Shadow or the Shield Maiden, these are gods of creation. Ones that you mortals have brought into existence. I would be referred to as an ancient god, an original. Concept taken shape? Indeed. Concept taken shape. Magic is a very powerful thing in this world. When enough people believe, it turns to act on that belief. I am one of the original awoke in this world. And it's only the original ancient gods that have the true power. The idea of transforming to a human is nothing more but a wave of the wrist to me. That's how tieflings were formed. They're my creation. Just like how all you were made. Gods made you in their image, you mortals.
At this point, it's just gonna be the one eyebrow up.
Gonna look at the diversity of our party right now.
It's just gonna be the one eyebrow up as looks at Sel, kind of flutters wings really quick, trying to figure out, okay, who the fuck am I supposed to be made an image of? And then kind of looking around to everybody else, looking back at Hades. So you're saying belief turned into reality?
Yes. It's formed many gods. And many with godly-like powers, many species. This being said, obviously not all of us were kind, to put it into your words.
Well, in general speaking, not everybody is kind.
It's for this exact reason why many other planes were made artificially to seal them away, lock them away from their powers. It's originally why a great lot of effort went into sealing the Hell Gate.
At this point, she's kind of scribbling down some notes in her book. What kind of process was that? Sorry, I shouldn't really be much of an asshole. I'm really interested in all kinds of magic. Hi. Official introduction, Nyla.
He just kind of stares down at you, like, he's just like towering over you in this seat. I would extend a hand, but it'd be more like my pinky.
It's just...
Take the hand.
It's just the slow reach up. I mean, a pinky is more than I could ever ask for. This is kind of one of those once in a lifetime opportunities, and you kind of don't want to miss it. She kind of looks up at it, looking up towards him. She's got her goggles on, so it's just her big purple bobble eyes.
He kind of brings his hand down, almost like reaching down, and just like pinky's just extended out. To even grasp his pinky, you would take both your hands.
Okay, so I will just put my journal in my coat, or in my pocket, and then extend out to reach for his pinky.
He goes to like gently like raise his pinky up and down like he's shaking it, but the size difference in the force is just all of a sudden like you're lifted off the floor.
I kind of use my wings to help balance me. They kind of just flutter to help me balance, so I don't feel the extravagant force.
Back to the subject at hand. The Hellgate sealing required a great sacrifice. Sealing was originally my idea. After all, hell is my domain that I made.
So how did you get locked on the other side?
I accepted my place. I was to be its protector, to watch over. I was meant to stay on that side to make sure that they didn't try and plan an escape.
I was recalling he was here for a snarky comment.
Or at least, I should say, attempt one.
That was going to be my next question. Did you seal it to keep people in or keep people out?
It was specifically to keep one entity in. Little did I know at the time, behind our backs, some people changed the ritual. The entire concept was designed to seal away Tiamat. The deal I made with Navarra that day was to allow my people, the Tieflings, to exist and walk this land. But behind both our backs, others plotted. Followers of the others. They believed their heirs Tieflings to be evil, just because I made them, and my place is hell, and therefore it must be evil.
So are you saying that now isn't evil?
Not inherently, no. I mean, if it was as evil as people say it is, would I be talking to you?
You know, you got a fair point on that one. But growing up, most of us hear that that's normally where you go when you do bad things.
Think about how smart my character is.
It's, you know, the realm of the tormented.
When the sealing was done, Tiamat was indeed sealed. In the process, it pulled every tieflin, every being that had even an inkling of my soul, my blood, my magic of existence was also pulled into the portal. Hell became our prison, our home. I accepted that for myself. I would be lying to say if I wasn't mad with rage upon finding out what had happened. But I was assured it wasn't Navarra's doing. I spent many time researching, finding out what was changed and who done it. I never did find out the culprit. But with that, the Hell Gate was when we sealed, and I, as its protector, possessed the only key to unlock it. And I did my part on the other side. Once Tiamat was in my domain, I split her soul from body. She was to live in eternal torment in the deepest lairs. Little did I know, behind everyone's back, she anticipated this and already had some plans in motion. And she had many. Using the brief consciousness left in her body, she managed to persuade people on the other side of the gate through small cracks and whispers. This eventually led to the corruption of one of Bahamut's beloved knights. Through whispers in his ear, she managed to fully persuade him, corrupt him. That's just how powerful she was. Through his events, he caused a time loop to happen, and the consequence of this, the seal has weakened. Beings of hell are getting out. These beings, I might add, are also a concept coming real, taking shape, of what you mortals believe inhabit hell. When it was originally made, the concept of an impling did not exist there. But amongst stories you told each other, and as the concept of belief became so strong that you brought them into existence, the menacing, tricksy creatures they are. I had one person I thought I could call a friend in that land. only to be stabbed in the back by him. And that one is the right one causing all the problems now. Looking to blast the gates open. Lucifer.
Kitten will then slowly walk over to a corner, put his fingers on his temple, and speak to himself. I believe in pretty older woman who will give me gold. I believe in pretty older woman who will give me gold.
Are you really trying that?
It's worth a shot.
You probably, you know, as you said, get more people to believe it.
Hang on, is Adam doing this or is his character doing this?
His character.
I'm gonna slap him in the side with a lance. Just gently.
So, Lucifer is trying to break the gates. Can he actually do that?
He's not the one to act without a plan. I believe he has one. What it is, I've yet to figure out. That being said, due to these cracks that have been happening for a while, many of my people have been slipping through, as well as many creatures from the plains. I'm doing all I can to try and keep the main gate shut. But
You say there's crap. Is there ways to repair them?
not the way the seal was designed, no. Which is what makes whatever he's planning all more fearful. If he was truly to force the gate open without my key, never mind unleashing all the creatures of hell onto this world, there's a good chance he could merge the two planes into one.
If I could ask a theoretical, if you may, humor me for a moment. Everything has a design. Everything has a design plan, from physical objects to spells. Maybe there is a way we can repair it to slow things down. It may not have been designed with a repair function, but coming from my tinker brain, anything can be fixed as long as you got the know-how and the understanding of what you were working with.
Indeed. But it's trying to figure out how to do the fix. It's part of my reason for traveling this land. But fixing might not be enough. As he looks towards Haiton, as well as you, Kitten, in a directional gaze. As you two have already seen and experienced, Lucifer has a way of making his own portals.
That is true.
Like the imps?
The portals that we saw where the imps came through.
Yeah, with the fake magician.
I'm assuming those were created by Lucifer if I'm putting the puzzle pieces together correctly.
Not only those, but the ones he implanted in the imps' chests.
He made those as well. Okay. So, forgive me for being very direct on this, because I'm going to be very direct. I'm assuming, since we have an idea, you're going to ask us see if there's anything we can do to help. But my question to you is going to be, what do you want us to help you with? Because obviously something needs to be done. But I may be smart, but I'm not that smart.
My goal is to protect my home as well as your home. I would think it'd be obvious of anyone who lives in this plane to want to protect it. I've got no honestly idea what will happen if the two planes were to merge into one and collide, if he succeeds. That being said, I have priorities I've been as fulfilling first. The fact of my people have been slowly slipping through into this land. My first goal was to secure a home for them. To put it bluntly and clearly, even though I was stabbed in the back in the ceiling, I don't blame the mortals of today.
I mean, you have a lot stronger of a willpower than I do, because I would hold that against them. But
Go ahead, Adam, you gonna say something?
So where do we start? It's all well and good wanting to protect the place, but I mean, wandering around aimlessly isn't going to help.
I'd suggest looking into any form of ancient ruins. Anything this land has hidden under dirt. You'll find the land that I walked upon. The land when the gods were at war. When you were all but nothing but tools to keep us pampered.
so I guess our first stop after here is the library. Got it.
If it's ancient ruins, maybe archaeologists? People that study those?
Like I say, it's
Only if only we had an ancient forerunner and a red-headed specialist that research these kinds of things.
As for
I know,
the
now I'm
idea
sounding
of
a nerd.
holding a grudge, that's what turned Lucifer into who he is today. Lucifer hates all who exist on this plane. If it lives here, he wants to destroy it. It's been a topic of many arguments between him and I.
Well, I mean, I guess if it's a threat, then...
Now, to truly let you realize what you're getting into with all this, though, I told you before how powerful Tiamat was, with just the concept of her body speaking minds.
Yes.
I am to believe Lucifer has gained power from Tiamat, that he has ventured to the deepest parts of hell, and reawoken her. To take part in this fight is not to fight hell itself, but it's to also fight the ancient god Tiamat.
Oh boy.
So if we don't take this fight, people from here will die.
There is a good chance.
Taking the fight or
yes.
not. Taking the fight or not, people will still die. It's a matter of how many.
Two planes colliding would not be the most ideal situation either.
So would another option be to make another plane?
There already exists plenty of planes. Two colliding would throw the world into disbalance, which would throw us into problems.
So we need
We're
to stop
literally
that.
not just fighting a god, we're fighting for the survival of every being in both planes.
What are the hell's like, anyway?
They are divided into 7. Once again, this is due to mortals' concept of hell. It was originally just one plane. But you mortals tied the idea of 7 sins so tightly to us that it eventually divided into 7, one for each sin.
You can make a tradition out of that.
In doing so, it also brought forward archdemons of each sin. Lucifer is the sin of pride.
So there are the sins, and then there's the sin of sins?
There is many things. You truly don't... You truly don't understand the power that is grasped from the power of belief.
You're right. I don't.
We're never meant
But my job is to learn.
The only way to truly try and help understand this concept if I was to say I am just an ancient god and one of the originals, then above me would be called the All-Father, the god of creation that gave power to imagination, the power of belief, the power of freedom. And it's his power that exists in the air itself. As he changed his form after giving as a rise to us ancients, to become the very ground you stand on.
So, what I have put together at this present point, with everything going on, Lucifer is planning to open the gates back up and release Tiamat, which is more than likely going to cause the world to go into complete disarray. Because this is Tiamat we're talking about. And with the little research that I've done on her, every time she's been around, it has never been pretty.
Oh, damn it, Lumi. Your description of the Allfather there has just given me my Campaign 3 character. But it just works so beautifully with a pre-existing concept of a character that I've now got a backstory fully flushed out already. Now it's just done.
She's starting to believe the concept is coming.
So, the power that is currently plaguing the Earth is still a lot and more for us to handle where we are at. It's kind of the basic concept that I am getting, yes? But you need people who you can trust to take care of this, because this isn't just an everyday thing. And I'm assuming we're the group you trust. And with your relationship to Zorus and Zorus' relationship to Bergai, I'm assuming that strengthens your trust, and that's just a little bit. Am I kind of spot on?
You almost hit the nail on the head. There's only one
How close
small
am I?
bit you're missing. To show how deep the trust goes. Yous are gonna get tasked with an extra special helping hand to give. As you've already proven yourself trustworthy in this remark. Unlike those that stabbed me in the back long, long ago. Yous don't judge a book by its cover. You don't see evil as just being evil. Not only would I request your help in saving this world and my home alongside it, I request your help in protecting my very children, my creation.
Okay. This is a lot, so forgive me.
If you ever find a tiefling in the wild that is being harmed, I ask you to protect them. Guide them to where they can go home.
At this point, Nyla's just kind of looking at everybody individually. Kind of like, oh boy. As the words that come out of her mouth. I mean, ultimately, this is a group decision since we're all kind of in this together.
When you look at Haiton, you'll see he is lost in thought, which he's not good at doing. So there's steam coming out of his ears.
Do I just hear the Deku muttering? Please tell me it's just the Deku muttering.
Haiton probably speak up. I don't know if I can promise that in the way that you want me to. It's my belief that evil isn't dependent on your race or your lineage or even your past or even your actions. It's your choices. So as from the what I assume were tieflings that we met in the forest, they're fine. If they're all like that, we can protect them, no problem. But if there's some out there that are making the wrong choices or making choices to hurt others for their own gain, then I don't know if I can protect them.
Then I ask you to
I
try
mean-
and guide them. Try and help them find their way. And if that cannot be done, then I am satisfied. As you said, they make their choice.
It's funny you say that, because it's almost like we have a living example in our group right now as we speak, and she's kind of scratching the side of her head. I mean, you don't think of me as evil, do you?
No, you haven't made a choice to be evil or to do something evil for your own purposes, as far as I'm aware.
I mean, you know where I come from, though.
Yes, that's just a background.
Yeah, and you did things to survive.
At the end of the day, I too am a thief. And those were my choices. So I just want to make sure you don't think I'm evil because of the choices that I made.
I mean, are you thieving because you enjoy it? Or because you need to?
It was half and half.
Even still, every choice you've made from you've met Haiton has not been for your own personal gain, so I doubt that he would hold anything like that against you. It's the choices you make from a certain point.
I mean, the first time I met that one, I tried to rob him. Is
How
she-
well did that go?
You
At
know,
this point,
go up,
Zorus
everyone.
kind of steps up. If you truly think just because you belong to an organization it makes you evil, shall I reveal your childhood? Shall I reveal how you stole just to give back to children?
She kind of like puts her hands up. Okay, I think you make a good point. The fact that you know that is terrifying. So we're good. And she kind of like puffs her wings, kind of just go puff. Like, yeah.
I mean, he is known as the god of truth now, right? The dragon god of truth? I can't remember. What is it again?
He's a demigod, and it's god of truth, god of justice, thunder
god
and
of truth.
lightning. Essentially, he inherited all the stuff of Neverkami.
Well, thanks for probably having to explain stuff later to the rest of them. So that's cool.
A weird mental image there.
You know how many of us here is orphanage? Or orphans? If we haven't had hardship or on our own, I've done the same that you have. I've stolen on the street when the times were really tough when I couldn't find work.
I led a gang.
What?
That's a real big one.
It's just the quick head turn and big eyes. What?
I mean,
Yeah,
it was a
wait,
gang of children because, you know, it was a really shitty part of town, and
I mean, a gang of children is really dangerous.
Hades speaks up. You all embody a saying Navarra told me once. When you have the power to protect, the ability to help, but you choose not to, then that's what makes you evil. Putting that ability to help others before oneself is what makes you good. I hold those words in high regard of her. These were the final words she ever spoke before sacrificing herself for the seal.
So that's what you mean by the sacrifice. Got it.
The seal required the sacrifice of a very loyal follower and an ancient god. Navara chose to sacrifice her own life to seal her sister.
Well, that follower certainly wasn't no chicken.
Son of a bitch.
God fucking damn it.
I know to be Cleric and fucker. Okay. So, given everything we have discussed, I kind of look towards the rest of the group. Is this something you guys are in for? Because I think once we say yes, there's no turning back.
Let's
And
make sure I can save my family, yeah.
Sometimes you gotta turn back to go forward.
I'm gonna assume you mean yes. Okay.
Yes.
Kind of looking towards Raine.
I mean, he said
What
that
about
there's
you?
a chance of two planes crashing together. I can't, in good conscience, allow that to happen to any people.
Never mind that. I can imagine Raine's also thinking about the fact of her brothers also maybe involved with Tiamat.
That's the other reason why I'm very much asking with a lot of concern.
If you're worried about me saying yes, it is always going to be yes. My duty as a shaman would not allow me to turn a blind eye to it, no matter how laid back I am.
I wasn't meaning more of what you do. I was just meaning because we're probably gonna run into your brother again.
We will help him. We're tough love.
And if the river flows that way, it flows that way.
But the river also flows backwards every.
And then I look towards the smartass.
Which one would that be?
Yeah, I don't know.
For the sake of context here, Bergai will just like smash his like fist together and is just like happy to protect anyone.
The guy's down for everything at this point. Got it. We could go throw him in one of those pageant things, and
So,
you would never know the
speaking
difference.
Speaking as the player, right? Bergai is the first sacrifice, yes? Because he just said he's going for anything, so he can run out from it.
I think Bergai would end up coming back to haunt us all.
Yeah.
So let's not say we did.
I mean, that sounds like an upside.
Well,
Soul comes back. So what happened last session? Well, you're now just a
Yeah,
pair of
that's-
arms.
perished. I kept your arms, so don't worry. They're safe.
Your soul now lives on inside them.
Uh-huh. So, Hades, I think you kind of gathered all of our answers at that point. And I, too, will be there and do whatever I can to help out. And that is my pledge to you. And I am not above my word. My word is above all.
At this point, before I drop this domain, I open the floor to any questions.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how dangerous is this?
Yes.
On a scale of 1 to 10, by the sounds of it so far, about 20.
I was about to say 20, funny enough.
Oh, this is a natural 20.
Oh, fuck me.
On a scale of
Okay.
1 to 10, you'd break the dial.
Understood. So, the chances of serious injury and or death can occur. Got it.
But that's why I'm here. Together we can stitch everybody back together.
We need to make sure to give that one head pats every time he heals us. That way he gets the appreciation for it.
You can forgo the head pass. They'll
High chance
to be here.
high chance of death, low chance of success. What are we waiting for?
Yeah, this
Yes.
kind of is up your street, isn't it?
Well, the question, Hades, if I must. With the... What can you say, like, the holes in the ceiling, is it because of the ceiling weakening or because Lucifer found another way? Because we do have planar travel, so would it not also be possible to travel to the Hells? And is that the way he gets out?
My belief is it started with Tiamat. She did what she could through the tiniest of cracks, where only a whisper could got through. Via that, she found a way to widen those cracks. To the point where Lucifer probably heard and noticed. And now they've teamed up and found a way. I has noticed that he was on the move and got through before me. I took an opportune moment where the seal has opened up wide. I left my throne to step through. I knew this was something I couldn't sit back and watch anymore. This is not something I could sit blindly and have you all blindsided with.
I have one other question myself. If the gates are about to break open, are you going to use that key to stop them breaking open?
If I must. It's not something I wish to do. But it also means I've got to be in the right place. If he can somehow blast the main gate open from a distance and I am none the wiser. This is part the reason I seek people to trust, so I can stand ready. I can stand ready in case the gate does crack. But in the meantime, it's not stopping him from forming his own gates, his own smaller ones to bring his troops through.
And then them troops have gates inside them. Spreading to make bigger gates from smaller ones.
What I will say is, in comparison to what you are all dealing with on this side, is a time of peace. There is a war waging on in hell as we speak. And it's been going on for 1,000 years. Lucifer is the head of the war and as the rebellion that seeks to dethrone me. He seeks the key and he seeks the throne for himself.
That's gonna kind of lead into my next question. You said Lucifer was the sin of pride, correct?
Indeed.
With there being 7 sins, are any of the other sins with Lucifer on this? Or is he a solo bird throughout it? So we can
There is a
prepare ourselves
few-
before having to have to do more.
There was a few sins, indeed, on his side. One that was on my side that recently lost their life. each of the sins is also a reflection directly with how close the Hellgate is tied to this land. Each of the other 6 sins are tied directly to one of the dragon gods. There is Aberdeen, the Burning Crusader, the Archdevil of Wrath and Light, ruler of the third lair. Behemoth, the Gluttonous Maw, Archdevil of Gluttony and Earth, ruler of the fourth lair. Beelzegor, the Slumbering Inferno, Archdevil of Sloth and Fire, ruler of the first lair. Leviathan, the Frozen Tyrant, Archdevil of Envy and Ice, ruler of the second lair. Malphas, the Shadow's Whisper, Archdevil of Greed and Darkness, ruler of the fifth lair. And recently, the Archdevil of Lust and Lightning lost their life in the war. And Lucifer is looking to reincarnate them on his side.
Are all of the sins on his side? Or is there possibly one, if we encounter, we might look at as a friend? Or an ally?
None of the sins stand on your side.
So, not only do we have to deal with Tiamat, Raine's brother, and Lucifer, but the 6 other sins as well.
And here comes the deepest, evilest thing that happened now.
Might as well add the cherry on top.
There is a very, very dark ritual in hell of reincarnating a sin. You need a living body to do so, and a small sample of the power you wish it to have. For this reason, Lucifer made his utmost goal to retrieve the lust of sin. Would anyone like to take a guess on what type of host is the perfect host to reincarnate a sin?
No. I'm just gonna, random guess a tiefling.
That seems too easy.
I'm almost feeling like it would be a demigod or a dragon god.
Well,
Something that is easy to manipulate, easy to shape.
a child.
The perfect host for reincarnating a demon, a sin, anything, is a child. It does not matter of the species, just a child.
That's horrible.
I have a
But-
idea for a fight against Lucifer. You say he's the sin of pride. Would you be able to goad him into showing up? Not now, not soon, but once we're ready, do you think you could force a confrontation?
I can imagine that's easily done, if I call him out directly.
That's actually a question. You said that there's 7 of these sins, well 6 at the moment, Are each of these sins the masters of their sins, or are they themselves subject to the sins as well?
That depends on the religion you ask.
They
Like-
are.
Is the sin of pride overly prideful, or is he simply the master of pride?
They're a little bit of both. A little bit of their sin seeps into them, but it doesn't control them per se. It's not them entirely. They are more the master of the sin than they are the sin itself. But being the master of it, like I say, a little bit seeps into their personality. Hence why if I was to call Lucifer out, he wouldn't be able to stand for it. His pride wouldn't let him.
However, belief came that they were part of the sin.
Hmm?
If people started believing that they were the sin, not the master of the sin. You said belief is strong. It
Indeed.
changes the world around us as we do.
It would take a lot of people to believe. It takes a lot of years to manifest.
Well, I mean, the purpose you give us isn't really going to be slow or sorry, fast. So, I mean, there's time to spread that word.
There is time, and there is points where this power of belief does indeed change the world in a moment. You would call these moments miracles. The point where the hero stands up because they can feel their entire country calling upon them is a prime example. Their belief in their hero became so strong in a moment it gave the hero strength. Again, concept taking shape. Their hero is unkillable, their hero will win.
I've got one more kind of big question. Just for an understanding of the magic side of this, because I'm under the impression it takes a mass amount of energy to restore a human back to life. I've seen it done once by a cleric. And I'm going to ask, because this is an archdevil and a sin, the sins carry their own power, yes?
Indeed.
How much power or how strong does somebody have to be to resurrect a sin?
Depends on your understanding of magic. Prime concept I can give. You've all been taught about ways to do magic. Components, somatics, speeches, all these various things. That's how you mortals learned how to use magic. It became your Bible of magic. You truly believed, as it was the only way possible, is to use a diamond to resurrect. We gods could revive someone with a flick of the finger. We didn't need a component. We didn't need to speak.
So, does that mean the seven sins are considered gods?
I'd call them more demigods than anything. An example being of different concepts, and he points towards you, Hayes. This one wants to learn the language of the ancients. A concept of magic long forgotten. Magic through the power of words. In fact, I do believe, if I understand correctly, the laws of this land and the hearsay I've heard, there's a family that's cursed with that speech. Every word they say is interpreted in the ancient language that's so powerful for them. A family that harnesses the powers of a god while being mortal, but not understanding what they're getting into. Magic takes various shapes, forms. To understand it in your own ways, I suggested this before, as I have seen it through windows and watched. You want to truly understand how widespread and diverse a single spell in magic can be? Go to the city of Navarra and visit their mage college. They can show you the basics in your understanding of magic, and how your simple concept of a spell differs from student to student. Once you've learned that, apply it on a grand, wider picture, and then you'll truly understand how little you know, and how much it's been diluted.
So go to Navarra. Got it.
Above table, I really, really hope that myself, Raine, and Hayes all go to that college and meet the wizards sitting there studying really hard to try and grasp magic, just for us to be like, wait, you have to study?
Sorry, no, I don't think any of us did it.
Nope. It either comes naturally or we're blessed with it. It's
Funny.
But to circle back about the missing sin, would the faith of the people not just force them to revive on their own eventually?
Indeed, but that takes time.
Indeed.
And that happening naturally, Lucifer can't control on whose side they will join. He is trying to go out of his way to make sure those thoughts of the people are channeled into the specific vessel he wants that he can control and manipulate, as well as put a little bit of influence to make sure they're on his side and not mine.
So if we can't intervene, there's a chance we might be fighting against all the Seven Sins.
Indeed. I believe this to be Lucifer's current goal. I believe his current goal is to be trying to spread chaos amongst this land while trying to seek a suitable vessel. Only then, I believe, once he's either succeeded or failed in getting the seventh sin, will he move on to his next stage. That being said, I also believe a subplot of his plan at the moment will be to try to open up portals wide enough to pull in the other 5 sins from hell.
This storybook is unfolding a lot more.
Above table real quick. I feel sorry because Saul has to catch up on all of this.
Yeah.
Zoris, I have a question.
Indeed.
Could he be searching for the child that I want to say woman, I'm assuming God, that was in the tent when I first entered was searching for?
I don't believe so. That's a whole separate thing.
I know, but merging the power of a sin with a god. I believe that's what it was anyway.
She's the child you are speaking of. At this current moment, possesses no godly powers. But,
Okay.
that being said, the events surrounding that child's birth, it would lead me to believe that Lucifer actually might be looking for a different vessel. The child you are speaking of was originally made as a vessel for Tiamat.
Well, I feel like we're going to be wasting time unless we get moving now. How about the rest of yous?
I'm hungry.
Yeah, I'm hungry. We haven't even eaten.
Well, Hades speaks up. I suggest we get back to our feast. If there is no more questions, I can undo the godly realm and return us to the present time. I had to make sure no one could hear us.
I don't think I have any more questions for you. I think I've talked your ear off a little bit. I apologize.
Well, with that, we shall feast. He grabs his staff from next to him and just plunges it into the ground. And with that, you watch as the entire hellscape around you just starts getting sucked up into this staff. As it happens, the chair gets smaller, so does Hades. His horns slowly retreat back into his head. His skin turns back from red into white. You're all back in the tent of Zoras's home, having with the food in front of you. Outside the tent, you can hear people cheering. There's little explosions going off of fireworks. Music being played, songs being sung. Festival is in full swing.
There is yummy, delicious food in front of me.
Pardon?
There is yummy, delicious food in front of
Yes,
me.
there is food in front of all of you. The table in front is just covered in a massive selection of food.
It's just the instant drool coming from the mouth and starts digging in.
Kitten starts eating, then looks up and looks. I'm assuming this is a fairly large table to fit us all in.
Yes.
Looks down, sees something on the other end that's out of his reach. At which point moisture begins to gather into the shape of a hand and reaches for it and brings it over as he casts his mage hand.
Anything else anyone wants to do?
Averille is just eating. There was a lot of knowledge. They're just hungry now at this point.
Just enjoying the food.
Okay.
With a half full mouth. Not a full mouth, a half full mouth. Nyla is just gonna look at Zoras. Zoras, I got a question for you.
Yes.
There's some things that I need to speak to you about, but would you prefer here over dinner or afterwards?
Feel free to speak your mind here if you wish to speak in front of everyone.
I kind of panic look at Bergai knowing he's not here. God damn it.
Well, he's there, but he's on autopilot.
He's on
I just-
autopilot.
Can I spoon feed him?
His
He's
face
got
is
NPC
collapsing.
brain. He's got NPC brain. Got it. Well, I know, but I really wanted Soul here for this. I don't know if it was explained to you, but I am an artificer.
He just kind of gives you this look, like, right.
Stating the obvious.
You know what I'm the god of, right?
Oh, I understand completely. This isn't deception at all. This isn't anything. I don't know if you do, but then you must know that I've been helping maintain Bergai's arms.
Yes.
I was wondering if you could give me a little bit of history behind, like, the magic that is used to work them, so I can better understand while I'm doing the little bit of maintenance.
To understand that is to know where Bergai came from. In a simple way. So I'm trying to think now, what can I reveal that he wouldn't be pissed at?
I know, that's why it sucks he's not here for this.
Guys, that's it next week. Enjoy.
We're going to do the very basic rundown that I think should be fine enough to understand. None of us are quite sure where the guy came from. He grew up in the mountains of Tarragon. For those that don't know where that is, it's in the continent of Lunaria, and it's where Bahamut takes his home. With that, the mountains there are sacred grounds to dragons. So the guy just grew up around dragons. In doing so, his body naturally absorbed their magic. After he lost his arms, we managed to get, with the help of some friends, some very special ones made with very hard to obtain metals. The arms in his body weren't quite lining up. We had to give the arms a bit of a jump start, essentially. And because of how close his body was entwined with that of dragon magic, I just happened to be nearby. But I was trying to help him get to grips with his arms. When we seen the arms reacted to my magic and flowed better with him. When we seen they flowed better with him, then we immediately went to redesign the arms with that in mind. The magic of his arms only work the way they do because it's not just because it's my magic, it's because it's dragon magic. And he is very well tuned with dragon magic.
Okay, so you used your magic to light them and start them up, but it's him doing the rest of the carry.
Essentially, yes. That being said, something we learned later on is the arms are very adaptable. If, say, for whatever reason, the arm was to lose all magic in them, and it required another jump start, but say this time Kagyo came and jump start them instead, then the arms would become a lot more tuned with the element of fire damage than it would my lightning and thunder. The arms seem to react just as much as he does to the whatever magic's around him dragon-wise.
Would it
So the thing
have
that happened in the forest, when he, what did he do? I didn't actually see it. When he just suddenly, what did you say, he was shooting out lightning out of his arm?
When he overcharged.
I'm like trying to ask Nyla about this because she was the one who ran to him first.
I know you're asking
Yeah.
Nyla, so I was reminding Kitten, like, when he overcharged, that's what he's on about.
Yeah, no. Are you talking about the time when he got injured? From it?
Yeah. Yeah, when he did whatever, because I didn't see it in character. I was laying down.
Yeah, he was absorbing a mass amount of energy, and it kind of imploded on him. Reading the blueprints that were laid out, and what I got from it was those were an overcharge. It was an overcharge. Oh my gosh! Consequence. Couldn't think of the fucking word for 2 seconds. Jesus. It was an overcharge consequence because of the not being able to control the immense amount of power that he was drawing in. It kind of just imploded on him.
It sounds like something that's similar energies attract. And here in Draconia, each of our regions is split in the way they are, because that's how far spread our magic goes. So here in the Gavantic region, everything in it, my magic touches. And because his arms are currently charged with my magic, he attracts my magic. So being in direct contact would cause almost like a super magnet pull effect.
Because positives attract.
Yep.
Got it. And when you think of your magic and his magic in the magnetic terms, since it's the exact same, you would both end up being positive. Okay.
Exactly.
I'm positive they would. Not
as the one who's helping maintain them, just because I don't want to mess anything up. I've looked through the blueprints, I've seen the pieces. It's beautiful work. And as a tinkerer myself, it's really, really, really pretty, and I don't want to mess them up. So is there anything I should look out for with maintaining them?
Honestly, all I can tell you is trust your gut. We designed those arms in such a way, knowing that you would be there to maintain them.
Huh?
Talk about fate.
I'm sorry. Could you hit the rewind button on that one for a second? What?
Why, your friend over there hit the nail on the head. It was the goddess of fate that told us that you would be there.
still not used to the whole fate destiny thing. You know, I'm gonna roll with it at this point. So trust my gut. Got it. Thank you.
Yeah, if there's anything I've learned when it comes to the Goddess of Fate is you don't dwindle in too much. As we're all as a habit of breaking fate. I was concerned about these arms to begin with, and she told me not to worry. That someone who would be able to look after them, as well as bring out their true potential, would be there.
How does fate handle Clarivants then, when they're trying to predict the future?
Sorry, say that again, you were a bit quiet.
Sorry. How does fate then handle with the Clarivants when they're trying to predict and change the future? Or do you not know how she does it?
Look, Granny's got a thing of dealing with things in her own way. She is a goddess that's been around for a very, very, very long time. I don't even know if she's an ancient or not, to be honest with you.
Ancient of the ancients.
If she's
I feel like there was
fake,
another-
most likely she's old enough.
Well, if there were another ancient here, we could ask. Can I just look at Hades?
Hades just sitting there with like a mouthful of food. You think we all knew each other?
I don't know, fate works in weird ways sometimes. You said it yourself.
So then, one more question about the arms. When it comes to installing the upgrades on them, is there anything specific I have to do with it, or just activate the module?
It should all be in the blueprints. Pass that here. For those that see me making a face, so
already had
the wife is currently making some pasta for tea. We
Yeah.
have a sieve, and it's one of those type of sieves that you can like flatten down for storage. She's just brought it out the pan and shown me the sieve.
That is
Melted.
So it already had
That's-
like a split in the rubber, like along the side. So when I poured the fill pasta into it, I think it might have been too much for it.
So yeah,
I mean, it's still a sieve, just for much bigger things now.
I mean, you can wear it like a silly hat.
oh, I thanks, yes.
Yay!
Wait.
We need the handle forward.
There
Yeah.
we go.
And now, in a good moment, you need to put the handle to the back. Like a cap.
So to the channel, if you want a hat redemption for Lumi.
See, at this point, I'm now sitting imagining this can give one fucked up bowl cut now.
I could do the honors.
I'm just
Thank
thinking
you, Lotus. That was beautiful. I needed that laugh.
You upload this as a VOD thing as well, right? So it's people who are only listening and not seeing, and I'm wondering what the fuck they're gonna be thinking.
Nah, we just need that as a separate highlight.
Nah, it's just the description. DM wore a silly hat. Everything is fine.
Silly hat incident. Timestamp.
So,
Silly hat incident of 2026.
it's at this point in the festivities, you hear music starting to play, they're just changing tunes, and Zora speaks up. This is one of my favorites. The Dragon's Serenade. You hear they all start to quiet down and sing. I'm not going to sing it because I'm a terrible singer, but what I will do is I will post the lyrics of this song. This is what you're hearing them sing. And it's a song that's about Navara. I will speak out the lyrics. I'm not going to sing them. When moonlights dance on dragon's wings and soft wings cradle the night, remember Navara, the sky's fair queen, who gave all the stars her flight. Sister to scale of silver and storm, to Bahamut's roar and Tiamat's scorn. As she laid her crown as on shadowed flames and sealed her as our doom away. To hear her song upon the breeze, a lover's sigh, a whisper please. Her soul in pieces ride the gale, to stir the hearts who never fail. Rise, O hero, claim your name, the dragon's serenade. She weeps her love upon the land, her breath as becomes the sky. She blessed all dragons, great and small, with wings so they might fly. Her body resigns as a moonlit gaze, a maiden lost to time embrace. But when her mind finds home again, she wakes as goddess whole, to hear her song upon the breeze, a lover's sigh, a whispered plead. Her song as her soul in pieces ride the gale, to stir the hearts who never fail. Rise, O hero, claim your name, the dragon's serenade. 1,000 shards in mortal vein, 1,000,000 dreams in wind and rain. When darkness breaks the world into two, the wind will carry her to you. To hear a song upon the breeze, a lover's sigh, a whisper please. Her soul in pieces ride the gale, to stir the hearts who never fail. Stand, O hero, face the flame, the dragon's serenade.
That's already.
It is. But why the Dragonborn?
We ignore the second part of that.
The thing I read it and immediately had the melody in my head.
As soon as he said, "It's his favorite dragon song," I'm like, oh. Immediately went and looked it up.
Of course you did.
It's just the slight head swaying. It's such a pretty song.
It is.
Hades speaks. It's more than just a song. It turned into song, but it's actually a tale. Side effect of her doing. Navara's soul broke into millions and millions of pieces. Tiny, tiny fragments. And the tale goes that every hero that rises in time possesses a fragment of her soul. And that, in theory, would include all of you. To hear the call for adventure, to hear the call to do something greater. The want to protect the world is apparently as the tiny fragment of Navara inside of you screaming to do so. Anyone want to say anything?
Just taking in information. Well, at the end of the day, that's how a lot of stuff is made. Tales go into songs, songs go into tales, legends go into lore. It's the voice of the person that carries it and how they carry it. So, the tale, the legend, it's a really unfortunate stance what happened to Navarra. I understand the reasons. Obviously, that's not an easy choice to be made on any line. So, I respect the choices. I respect how she went about things. Because in the end, would we all really be here if those choices weren't made?
Who's to know? I suppose the only person that would know is the goddess of fate, the goddess as the god of destiny, and the god of time. I'm just sitting here thinking to myself how much of all this conversation that you were all learning as characters would just be like totally normal to your campaign 1 group.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, for one group be like, yeah, that's our classic first day. Any more news?
Joke's on you. I'm learning this as a player as well.
Bergai would be, or not Bergai.
No, as players, they're also all learning this, Thomsen. But their characters in campaign 1, like Khaos' character, like literally was in the city of the gods where they would have meetings.
It's actively, yeah, that's normal first day. Anything they are like that.
Or following you would have been sitting there like, are you telling me there's something the God of Truth doesn't know?
Unbelievable.
Not only that, at the end of the day, it's like, it's how you play the characters.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we all know I'm not smart enough to play a genius, but I still try my best. That's why I ask all the questions I can. I don't do that for show. That is literally just me trying not to look like a dumbass. So,
Don't worry, I do that on a bi-weekly basis.
right, get over here. Oh,
I would say
We're
an
not
on daily
Warlock.
basis, but right now my streams.
go, buddy, go. Come on. Sorry, my dog is being an asshole. Go.
Well, at this point, Hades gets up. I believe it's due time I go and turn myself in for the night. I will bid
Glad
you
to see you go.
all adieu.
Goodbye.
Safe travels to where you stay. And we will figure out where we start.
Indeed. And, Hayes, do be careful when you eventually start practicing.
I will try my best to avoid using destructive words here in the beginning.
As he leaves the tent, you get a brief moment of seeing outside of a bunch of like the villagers that just kind of gathered around small fires on the road, drinking together, clanging as cups. For those that were there with Narakami's vision, you also you'll remember.
Oh, he froze.
Yeah, he froze.
Oh.
Lumi, you froze for a
Yeah,
moment.
and you had a cum face.
Oh, lovely. I was about
You
to say,
said Narakami and then you froze.
Yeah.
for those that were at Narakami's vision, you will remember the sight that you would have seen of this entire village on fire at one point.
Almost still fresh in my mind.
Like we had that vision that day.
Yep.
So, Hades is left, yes?
Yes. Hades is left.
Do we call him Eric when he's not in true form?
Probably should.
I mean, that was an above table question.
I know.
What? You have no room to backsass me, Missy. So, Nyla's kind of looking around the table. Should we finish up and then head back to the guild hall? Or,
Yeah.
Yeah.
To take rest? Yeah.
Okay.
There is
Oh.
something I do on the way back to the guild.
So, Russ, is there a good vantage point somewhere in the town?
That case, while we're finishing up, I'm going to decide to do something that I've never done with a character before. And I'm not going to do it in person, so you can fuck off for asking me.
Okay, what did you say there, Thomsen, real quick?
I was asking Sir if there is a good vantage point of the town.
You could probably see it from the top of the mountains.
Is it fast to get up there?
There's a small path on the side that you can do to kind of get on top of the archway to the grounds. I've spent many a nights sitting up there myself.
You're reading my mind. Thank you. I'll meet you others back at the inn, but yeah, I'll take a stroll first.
Kitten is, since he's finished his food and is waiting on others, he's going to get up and start singing.
Oh,
Oh!
I want to make a performance check.
yep, please go ahead.
Oh, I don't have. I was really hoping I might have proficiency in this, and I don't. I need to actually read something. Hold on. Aha! So
Adam's just had a eureka moment.
yes,
That was the biggest light bulb moment I've ever seen, and I
Zorns is still in this room, right?
Yes.
The Dragon Touch part of my subclass, I get advantage when making performance checks for dragons.
Wow.
Sure.
What a save.
Yep. Advantage roll.
That feels like one of the biggest, technically, moments ever.
That's it. 21.
That's better than the I know a guy thing.
Yeah, you successfully sing. What are you singing?
A Mistland song.
Okay.
Oh, wait, what? This can't be posted because it contains content blocked by the server.
What does this block?
It's lyrics!
Wow, Lumi. Wow.
The thing is, I can see all this.
Oh, can you?
Yeah. In my bot report channel, I can see what's blocked. It's blocked it because it thinks it's spam.
Hell yeah. It is.
I mean, technically it is.
Absolute bucket.
Copy.
Faster.
Now watch
Paste.
it block. Let me
There
try
you
to
go.
post it.
It would be fun.
So
Quick thing while we're
through the
doing-
sound of raging waves, her voice is leading me astray. I feel a need to be with her right away. But she sounds so sweet, I cannot leave her all alone, here in the as deep and as dark blue unknown. Come swim to me in as forward motion, lie with me in the arms of the ocean. Oh, sing to me, my lady of the sea, show me the way of with your melody. Oh, my dear unwary sailor, come to my shores, it's way safer. Then the roaring sea, I need you here with me. Oh, my sweet unwavery man, follow my voice and take my hand. Let me take you to a promised land. Come swim to me in a forward motion, lie in my arms of the ocean. Sing to me, my lady of the sea, show me the way with your melody. No, repeat
Blackbriar?
Yeah, it is Blackbriar.
Oh, she's pulling me into formless deep. There's nothing I can do. She's pulling me into eternal sleep. There we go. There we go. We're sinking with a graceful motion, lying forever in the arms of the ocean. Oh, sing to me, my lady of the sea. Sing to me your lullaby, so I can go peacefully.
I mean, I'm from Mistland, so of course I'm going to have a siren song.
Fair. Would Raine join in, out of curiosity?
No, she knew of it, but she wouldn't join in. She just kind of like tilt her head to the side while listening. Like back and forth, you know.
Yeah. By the way, I want to point out real quick, because I've been monitoring the frames, we've dropped 152 out of 880,692. In comparison, it is still 0% of frames dropped. Which is acceptable.
That is better than the other day.
In comparison, when I was dropping frames beforehand, I was dropping 40% of my frames.
Ooh.
So, as we're coming to conclusion with the meal and everything, I'm just gonna kind of do that thing where people stack their dishes in front of me.
Yep.
And just kind of set my hands kind of on top of each other on the table. That was a wonderful meal, and I very much appreciate it.
You've all been wonderful guests, Zorus replies.
And thank you for having us. Yeah, thank you for having us. It was a fascinating meal.
I don't know if I'd call it a meal, more of a history lesson.
Both. There was food and a history lesson.
A feast of lesson, say.
Fuck you and your puns.
DM, I got a question for you.
I may have an answer.
I've done this before, so it shouldn't be too hard to do again. But what would it take to be able to take one of the little pieces of material that I have to make like a little something?
A little something?
Mm-hmm.
How complicated of a thing are you trying to make?
Just the basic shape of a dragon head, and I'm gonna put the eyes as two of my littlest arcane cores.
Okay. It's probably your tinkering tools, right?
Yeah, I would assume my tinker's tools.
Yeah, so I've got to remember how like that's rolled.
And I don't think we have like a whittler set, do we?
No, but I imagine that's like under your tools, right?
It should be tinker's tools.
I need to remind myself how tools and stuff are rolled. I know it's like proficiency, but I think there's something else on top.
I do believe it's intelligence plus proficiency, but I could be totally fucking wrong.
So it's a d20 plus ability modifier plus proficiency modifier. So what is the ability modifier for Tinker Tool?
People DM it always differently.
Is there really like just not a thing for the page on this? Dexterity. Yeah, there we go.
Okay, so dex plus proficiency.
So yeah, d20 plus your dex plus your proficiency, so it's a d20 plus 4 for you.
Okay. Give me a second.
Here comes the roll. So that's a 15. Yeah, you managed to make one in a quick enough fashion.
It's not meant to be perfect. It's not meant to be pretty. It is just meant to resemble a dragon head, a little dragon's head. And for the eye holes, I'm going to embed two of my smallest little arcane cores. So it's going to be a piece of dark wood that has been obviously carved down into that, and then those have been embedded.
Okay.
As I finish that up, I'm going to kind of carefully stand up, and I'm going to walk over and kind of set it in front of him. This is a token of my appreciation for everything that you've done for not only just me, but for everybody here.
Thank you very much. I will treasure it.
It's kind of... I show my appreciation to people as I make things. So...
You want me to say hi to Mike?
You've done a lot to show your appreciation for a lot of people.
I mean, I'm just a tinker who asks a lot of questions. But I think with all of us wrapping up our meal and very much appreciative, we should probably head out and get some rest for the night. I myself have one thing that I need to go run off and do before settling in. So I'm gonna take off. I'm gonna take my leave early. I'm sure you guys can get to the guild just fine.
Oh,
Do the rest of you leave for the guild?
Yeah, Averille bows and then takes her leave.
Okay.
I leave as well and go to look over the city.
Okay. Trevor?
Only 2 of us left here, Trevor.
Yeah, I'm aware. Well, the next meal with you will either be hopefully for victory or in the halls of the afterlife.
I hope it's because just you as another visit, personally.
Well, we will have to see. Ugh. I hope
taking-
that works out.
I'm taking that as an invitation the next time I'm hungry.
And kind of
If
shakes
you're
her head.
ever in the village of Cray, you're more than welcome.
And shakes her head at me, and it's just like, I appreciate it, Lord Zorus. Shall we, Haiton, get on?
We shall. Goodbye, Zorus. I
Goodbye,
shall see you
Hayden.
over time.
So, just to check, Trevor and Adam, are you also heading directly back towards the Adventurers Guild?
Probably.
Huh?
I can't think of anything else that Hayden would want to do, so
Okay.
depends on if Raine wants to do something.
Not overlay, I mean, maybe explore the festival a bit, but nothing over to the top.
In other words, he wants to get lost again.
I'm good at it, but I have Haiton with me, I can't get lost. Well, actually, that's not true. I've been lost before with him with me, so...
Also in a festival.
Yeah. Well, what we're going to do... this just seems like the perfect moment. We're going to take a quick 5-10 minute break.
When I have winter made out. I don't know why.
I mean, winter
Bookavist
moons
is now
are
recording.
much more awful.
Okay, we are back from our break. Everyone is split in their various directions. Majority heading towards the guild hall. Nyla's got something she wants to do, and Hayes has wandered up to the cliffs to wander and look over the city from a high point. We'll start off with Hayes.
Hello, that's me.
What you see is just faint glows from like down alleyways, like on the streets, as various like little small campfires have been made all around the place. As you look upon it all, you would see the entire village is just coming together in this whole festival going on, a celebration. You could imagine that there are probably some in their homes, but it'd be hard to believe with the amount of people you just see on the street, as it just looks like one great big community. Is there anything
Just
in particular you're wanting to do?
No, like just looking over the city, comparing it to the vision from earlier of the city in flames, seeing how life still flourishes at this point. Looking up, is it cloudy or is the sky clear?
It's a very clear sky.
clear sky. So also looking at the stars and just enjoying the view for half an hour, just having my thoughts, just letting them run through before then making ready to head back down and go to the guild.
Okay. Nyla, what are you wanting to do?
I am going to. I'm gonna wander the city and I'm gonna look for any signs of thieves' camp.
Okay. Give me an investigation, please.
An investigation. That is a 22.
Okay. You managed to find some thieves' camp. It is more towards the big gate you came in, against the wall. You managed to find an entrance. Are you wishing to proceed down it?
Yes, I want to proceed down the entrance.
You...
Uh,
Go on.
I'm gonna tuck my wings into my cloak
Okay.
and kind of keep them pinned against me.
Okay. As you start to get towards the bottom, you start to hear little mumblings of small little chit-chat. As you get closer, you start to hear it's two distinct voices that are talking. You are getting very close to the bottom of the stairs. At this point, I'm going to ask, what do you wish to do?
I'm going to keep walking in.
You're just going to walk right on him?
I'm just very. Is there? I'm assuming at the bottom of the stairs there's a door.
Yeah.
Okay, so then I'm going to knock on the door, as traditional thieves guilds work.
Okay. As you knock on the door, the two voices immediately stop. And you hear one. We expecting anyone? No? There's no way it's payment for that job, right? No, it's way too early. He said he was going to go to other places first. But be ready. You hear footsteps approach towards the door. It opens a crack. Who are you?
I go by Saki. I'm from Lumina.
Saki? Oh.
Mhm.
Lumina, you said?
That's correct.
Okay. And the door opens slightly more. What are you doing here?
Followed the thieves' camp. Seeing if you have any unique wares.
Any what?
Any unique wares?
You hear a voice like, "Who is it? Shut up and fucking deal with it." No, we've got no wares at the moment. Thought you never left home.
So you do know who I am.
Only in
Does not
passing.
surprise me. Well, yeah, everybody thought I never left home until I did. Just recently. But if you have no wares, I apologize for the bother.
No problem. Make sure no one sees you on your way out.
Of course, I wouldn't be who I am if I did.
Okay. And he shuts the door and you hear a lock.
I'm not gonna walk away just yet. I'm gonna see if they say anything of interest.
You wait about a minute, and then all of a sudden you hear, "So, who was it?" It was Saki from Lumina. Huh? But we were told that she never leaves home. You don't think she knows, do you? Not from what she gave off to me. There's no way she knows. We'll have to have talks with the boss to make sure nothing has slipped. For now, tell people to keep an eye on her. Make sure she leaves this town. And you hear footsteps scurry away.
I'm going to put the hood of my cloak on and carefully walk out.
Okay.
Once I am
Yep.
a decent enough away, I'm going to pull out one of the... I'm going to specifically pull out the sending stone that is connected to Haiton and Raine. And I'm going to kind of call through the stone. Have you guys made it to the guild yet?
I believe you have it, Adam.
What?
You've got a sending stone calling out to you.
Okay. Yeah. See, the issue is, as soon as Lumi asked, okay, are you going directly to the guild? I was going to say, actually, can we make a quick detour to a shop? So I don't know if we're at a guild.
I wanted to detour anyway, so...
So the answer to the question would be, no, you're not at the guild.
No, we're not at the guild yet. Why?
Is there a way I can meet up with you in town then, and then we can walk to the guild together?
Okay. Let's see. Yeah. Hold on. Where exactly did you want to go, Trevor?
Just randomly.
Okay. I want to go see if there's any armor on offer. So at this point, I'm going to just say that I'm probably near an armor stall or something. Try to arrange a meetup from there.
It is like approaching midnight.
Most likely nothing's open.
Yeah, probably. But it is a festival, so who knows? Someone might be.
Look, he's living in hope, guys, okay?
A man can dream.
Well, if you are over there, I will just meet up with you.
Okay.
And then the line will, you'll visibly feel like the
Someone
line
next-
click. As I will pull out, I will uncover my wings and spread them, and just kind of use them to fly and glide over and try and find them.
I'd say it wouldn't take too long to find them.
I just kind of gracefully land behind them and just kind of lean forward by their shoulders. Hello!
Hello. So, what's with this sudden meetup? You okay?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm okay for now.
For now?
For now. I just, felt it was better if I wasn't alone. Due to some things that I just found out, as I'm, like, carefully listening around, making sure no ears are eavesdropping.
Do I notice her making these observations?
What's your passive perception?
My passive perception, I believe, is 10.
And so unless you want to roll for it, no.
I mean, I'm happy to roll for it.
Go ahead and
Allow me
roll.
to.
I would help, but I feel like
that's a +0. Okay.
That's right, yeah.
Hang on a second.
believe in you.
Let me
You
see
do
my
it.
That's a 12. It's higher than my passive. But
I didn't
Let
pass
me
it
see
yet.
my sheet. I can help him with perception, actually. Because I have +3.
I mean, I wouldn't allow the help in this instance because it is just him trying to passively notice something.
Well, then can I possibly try to notice as well?
Sure. What is your passive perception?
Not enough, so I'm going to roll for it. Yep.
I think your passive perception is better still.
My passive perception is 13.
I mean,
No.
my passive insight is a 13.
I seen
What's
that.
passive deception?
I seen that roll from an 18 to a 2.
11. My passive perception is an 11.
Deception?
There's nothing
my-
like passive
my-
deception.
No, you'd have to roll for it.
I'm not actively trying to deceive. I'm just trying to be very careful
No,
with my movement, but still
we're-
kind of looking around trying to make sure no one's
We're
eavesdropping.
trying to notice them specific movements, which apparently we suck at.
Raine,
I wish I'd asked, or I wish I'd summoned my fucking dragon earlier. Because it has the passive perception, I believe, of 15. So.
I have passive perception of 15. No, 13. Apologies. Passive insight.
Raine, we'll go off your passive.
I wonder why.
He has mercy.
You'll both notice, like, she's being a bit more on edge, kind of.
Is,
Cautious to me? No?
Hmm?
Cautious?
Cautious, yes.
Would that be the word?
That's the word.
is someone looking for you?
I can't confirm or deny that right now. The only thing I can say is I do want to meet up with the rest of everybody, because I feel like I can trust you guys enough to tell you what's going on. Or at least what just happened. So,
By the way, I just love this idea of, like, Occam's razor type shit. Where it's just like, your first instinct is, I need to get back to the party to feel safe. But at the same point, getting back to the party, if they are watching you, just puts a fucking target on all their backs now, from what you've heard.
Yeah.
Except me and Haiton probably definitely know how to move unseen.
Well, after I land, I'm going to say, like, as kind of a thing, after I landed and stuff, my wings got tucked back into my cloak and I put my hood back on.
Okay.
Because there is nothing low profile about me.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna say that as a kind of a general thing. As soon as I landed, I did cover back up.
That's fair. I just love this idea of Nyla, just how all your wings and stuff are. It's just like, look at me sparkle.
Okay. Before we
That's
make
pretty
any
much
movements, just so I can prepare for us moving to the guild, what are the risks involved? Are you being? Is there a risk of you being followed? Woot. You know, like what's? What am I to look out for?
The only thing that I will tell you out here in the streets is that I'm supposed to be kept an eye on.
Okay, right. At this point, I summon Seraph, and I will give it the mental command of telling it to try and stay out of sight while keeping an eye out for anyone that might be following us.
Okay. For your little pseudo dragon, can I have a perception?
Okay, extras. Pseudo dragon. How do I do this? Skills. Perception +3. Okay. I can roll for it. Great. Wow!
Dragon's better than both of us.
Yep. Both of us combined.
I'm about to say, like, nothing's come through on the thing, so you have to tell me what the roll is.
Oh, 21.
21.
Yes.
Well, you say it
You
was
rolled
a
an
plus
18
3?
+3. Yep.
Right. As you were walking through the market and stuff, first of all, you will realise that no one is open. They are all just enjoying themselves with drinking. It won't take long. Correct me if I'm wrong, but your pseudo dragon can talk back to you mentally, correct?
I believe
Am I
so.
wrong in thinking that?
I need to go into features. I believe it can. It'll be in spells, I believe, actually.
That's my familiar. I think if they didn't change
Telepathic
it,
connection.
yes.
While your familiar is within 100 feet of you, you can communicate with it telepathically. Additionally, as a bonus action, you can see through the familiar's eyes and hear what it hears until the start of your next turn, getting the benefit. So I can communicate with it telepathically. Oh, fuck.
So... Jesus. So it can talk to you, or you can only talk to it?
He can communicate telepathically.
So, both?
Okay.
Yeah.
It can...
It can communicate in shapes.
Like Minecraft parrot dance.
So that's talking back to you in Morse code. ... line.
Dot, 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 dot.
Jesus.
It doesn't take long for you to get warned from your pseudo dragon that it's spotted people running along the rooftops, and some along the sides of the wall. And every time they stop, they seem to be looking in your direction. No weapons drawn. Just watching.
Then, while one of them's running along the rooftop, I'm going to use Thaumaturgy To create phantom sound, you create an instantaneous sound that originates from a point of your choice within range, such as a rumble of thunder, a cry of a raven, or ominous whispers. The sound is the sound of a roof that's about to collapse under their feet.
Okay.
I mean, can that reach? Are they that close?
What's the range of thaumaturgy?
The range is 30 feet, so if they're within 30 feet, then that's what I'm doing.
So
Can you
if
not
they're
cast
on the
spells
rooftop
for your
directly
familiar?
next to you.
That's a question. I can actually cast spells for my familiar.
Yeah,
but I
if it's your
believe
familiar, you should be able to cast spells.
There is a thing with it though. Hold on. You can cast a spell for range of touch for your familiar.
It's a higher level variation. It says you can do any.
Just
Yeah.
get good.
So yeah, none of them are immediately in the rooftops next to you. They're smarter than that.
Not there.
They're not amateurs.
No, amateurs will be trying to go right up to your target and steal from them.
Hey! You take that
I
back.
take that as a stab.
Well, if he decides to divulge the information to us, there is options.
Yeah. I will whisper to the other two that we are being followed. And that they're on the rooftops and running along the walls.
So how about mist and move?
I'm out of spell slots right now.
Ah, god damn it.
unless that dinner counted as a short rest.
Oh, that dinner was 100% a short rest.
Thank you!
So mist and walk?
Let me just see here. How do I activate a short rest?
You click.
Short rest. There we go. Take short rest. Confirm. Okay. Still
Because I
can't do the
believe-
fog cloud. I don't. Oh no, I can.
I believe with both of us, like, we have enough spell ability
Yes.
to create a massive fog light.
Yes. I'm trying to think here. Because I'm looking at my spells now to see what I can do. So I can make a fog cloud. That's fine. And I can also Misty Step, but that doesn't help the person who they're actually following.
Can you not, like, Misty step with someone else now?
No, the
Misty
range of
Step's just
stealth.
you. No, I'm thinking
that's
of
unfortunate.
Thunder Step. You can take one person.
If it was touch, that would be great, but no, it's self.
As
Well, I
long
have
as
ship
we-
water, which I can use as, like, fog as well, I believe.
Well, as it stands, they have no idea we know. So if we just keep moving along and act completely natural, they're not going to suspect anything.
Yes,
So let's
because
just
you
keep
look like
moving and
the
get to
most
the kill.
natural people ever.
Trust me, I am one of their minds.
Okay.
They're saying, and especially after what I heard. So we just need to make our way to the guild and meet up with everybody and try and find a space where there will be no eavesdropping whatsoever.
I mean, I'm grand with that. Haiton?
Hold on. Yeah, I might do that.
See, I know the fact that Haiton probably doesn't like being followed right about now.
No, I don't. And I'm also coming to the fact that we're being followed by thieves. Not all thieves have to be of the rogue class, seeing as, one of them's literally an artificer standing right next to me. So some of them could be invisible.
Some could be. Being a thief is not a class, it's a way of life.
Yeah.
It's a mindset. It's a grind.
I'm really tempted to hold person on one of them and let it fall off a building, but it's...
I mean, I'm of the same mind, but like, I feel like that's really dodgy.
It is. We will definitely be found out. We will be in immediate combat if we do that.
At least we get rid of two of them, I suppose, but...
I mean, causing a scene in the city.
It'll definitely bring attention towards us.
It's at this point, your Silver Dragon gives you a signal that it's spying one of them on the walls, casting a spell. And from the spell is a bird. It's tying a note around the leg of the bird. The bird has set off flying in a direction.
How fast is that bird's movement speed?
Let's see. With the... They probably do. I'm asking more do they exist in D&D.
We're in trouble. Boom, 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 boom.
Oh, I can find the monster variant. Like the monster variant, not what I want. I'd have to imagine all birds are very similar when it comes to D&D stat blocks, right?
There's not a lot of difference, but I suppose it does depend on the bird.
Yeah, you know, I'd feel like a raven and a rock would have a big difference.
Yeah. A raven.
There's also a big difference in size there.
There you go. A raven will have a stat block.
Small birds, not big birds.
It's 50 foot. It's 50 foot flying. Fun fact: that bird is flying as fast as Bergai can now run, thanks to his level up.
Wow. My pseudo dragon has a 60-foot flying speed.
Are you
I can
intercepting?
tell it to go kill it.
Oh god.
Intercept the message, figure out what it says.
Kid. Yeah.
The options are so endless right now.
But if it does that, we won't have the eyes in the sky. So, yeah. Are you happy to not have eyes in the sky so we can figure out what this message says?
I just kind of slowly nod.
Okay. Mental command the pseudo dragon to chase down that bird and retrieve that message.
Okay.
We should definitely keep moving, though.
I won't be able to tell it how to fight because it'll likely be far out of range once it catches up to it. So I'll trust it to know that it can use a sting to knock the fucker out if it wants to.
I want you to roll me just a flat D20.
Is this to see how fucking smart it is?
No. This is to beat my D20 to see which bird wins.
In a fight?
Yeah.
I would assume the pseudo dragon would kill the bird, but okay.
I feel it's more like can the bird outfly the dragon?
Essentially, my role is if I win, I'm evading you completely. If you win, you are winning. 16, you beat my 10.
Yay!
So your pseudo dragon manages to take care of the bird and get hold of the message.
Now, while it's doing that, we still need to decide, are we just going to casually walk into the Adventurers Guild so they know where we are, or should we make a fog cloud and try and evade them?
I mean, we should ask our lovely thief expert.
Go ahead and make the fog cloud. We can use that to cover us to go into the alleyways, and we'll be able to maneuver ourselves through there in the dark.
Yeah, let's do that. Time to burn a spell slot. Sorry, a pack slot, not a spell slot. And Cat's Paw Cloud. And send to game lock. Oh, hold on. This is at second level, because I don't have a choice. So it's an extra 20 feet on top of the 20-foot radius sphere, so it's a 40-foot radius sphere of fog.
That I can control with shape water.
So, just out of nowhere, all of a sudden, just a big fog just appears. You immediately, I'm guessing, you say you can control with shape water. Are you making the fog follow you, or
Not follow, but like maneuver in specific directions.
okay?
I'm not making it fully follow us. Like, I just want to move it and make it thicker in certain locations so they kind of lose sight of us.
Okay. Fuck's sake. Oh,
Did you roll in that 20, guys?
my rolls, since like I did the rolls at the start of the session like normal to see how it's gonna go. Boy, they haven't got any better.
I still haven't rolled. And I'm gonna keep it that way.
Yeah, you like duck into alleyways and stuff. You will notice, because of the fog, there are points where the fog's just kind of moving like someone's running through it, but there's no one there.
Hold on, we see this?
Yeah.
Oh. Okay, I'm going to... This is going to sound weird. I'm going to touch myself as I cast See Invisibility.
You... I'm taking you poke out of the alleyway when you do this.
Well, I'm thinking if I can see things moving in front of me, I'm going to turn it
I was
on.
saying about you ducked, like, kind of ducked into an alleyway and you've seen them, like, on the streets.
Oh, okay. I mean, it lasts for an hour, so I'm just going to keep it up, and then as we're moving. So it means if someone runs in front of us again, we'll be able to see them.
Okay.
Well, I'll be able to see them anyway.
Okay. So you... So you go... It's not long before the pseudo-dragon's back in reach. Say to me again, what was the command about the message?
To retrieve it.
Cool. The pseudo-dragon goes from the sky straight down towards you with this message.
Okay. He just alerted everyone where we are.
Yeah! All that hard work for nothing.
They were your commands.
Well, I mean, if they're standing in the fog, they might not see it.
That is true.
They might see just a dragon go there, but not where exactly.
Just all of a sudden
Just
in the
dives
fog. Just
into the fog, yeah.
There's a white dragon there in white fog. It's, you know...
And depending how the pseudo dragon does the dive, it's quite hard to see.
Yep. Well, your pseudo-dragon's back with the message.
Sweet. I'm like holding a message. I'm like, should I read this? It's probably more about you and just hand it to you. I forgot your character's name. Fuck.
Nyla.
Wow. I see a lot for it out here. Yeah. Anywhere else, anywhere outside of just us, it's Saki. But when it's just us, my first name is fine. As I kind of reach forward and take the message and slip it into one of my pockets, I know that this has immense importance, otherwise it wouldn't have been sent. but I'd rather make sure this is read without others seeing that, so people don't know we have it. So we need to keep moving.
So you got to keep moving.
Yep, we've got to keep moving. I'm not looking at it right now. Too many wandering eyes.
Okay. As you all leave the fog, I would like all three of you to roll perception.
God fucking damn it.
For anyone else that is currently out on the streets and not at the guild, to also roll perception.
Raine, what the fuck?
Fuck
Raine.
this! I am losing an initiative. This is just not been my day for perception.
Oh,
Is
fuck.
this happening as
Oh,
I'm
for
walking
fuck's
back,
sake.
or am I still like?
I would say
on top of the
roughly
gate?
yes.
Uh-oh.
All right,
Uh-oh.
one perception coming up.
That's a nat one.
Yeah, I see that's that one.
I would like to
Not
use one
funny.
of my inspirations.
Same here.
You
Sure.
rolled a not 20.
Huh?
You rolled a not 20.
I think that might have been me. I'm not sure.
Yeah, no, that was you.
At least
Well,
it's not a nat
it-
one.
It didn't come through on my end.
Didn't come
It
through.
just rolled and went away.
Yeah, no, it was the bubble sound, and that normally happens on those dice, only on the 20.
Yeah, because it did just land on a B. I'm like, huh?
Yeah, the B means it's a nat 20.
Cool.
Okay, so Thomsen not 20'd. Averille got a 24. Everyone
I
else
improved my
got
bad.
bad.
Yeah,
I got a 3.
I mean, I could use inspiration to roll again.
I did. It didn't help.
Yeah, that's
I
what I'm worried
did.
about. I have a
Didn't
plus
help.
0. It's not. I'm not going to risk it.
I will say,
at least
Nyla did
it's not that one
inspiration
anymore.
and went from a nat 1 to a nat 2.
I did inspiration.
Hey,
went
better
from,
than
like,
another
5
one.
to 7.
I was gonna say, at least it's not a nat 1 anymore.
Okay.
I can work with that.
The fact that I have the worst fucking perception out of the three of us and I'm somehow rolled the best.
Look, I haven't rolled above a 10.
One last thing I need to see before I give the description.
Oh, my pseudo dragon's still out. Do you need him to roll too?
Yeah, my Drake is out as well.
Sure. Have them roll.
Moment, where?
He's grasping at straws.
I'm scared.
Moment, I need
That's
to
a
actively
13
look
from
up
the
if it
pseudo
has
Okay.
pool. What is
I
its
was checking to see
wisdom?
if your see invisibility had any like special weird visual sightings other than seeing invisible people.
It sees into the ethereal plane.
What perception is supposed to be here?
I see dead people.
This is for my Drake. My Drake actively doesn't really see things.
It's just that.
It just sits on my head and just eyes closed, bumping.
Okay.
Fucking
So,
Sarah's passive is higher than it's rolled.
Feel that feeling.
so Nyla, Raine, and Haiton, the three of you notice nothing.
Cool.
Yay!
Seraph notices something funky going on in the sky. Can't quite tell the details. Averille and Hayes,
Yes.
you both suddenly see near the Adventure Guild, more towards the market area, the sky is now flooded with crows and ravens.
What?
Can we say that Bergai is with me, so we both are just running towards it now?
Yeah, sure, the guy's with you.
Cool. Cool, because he's the babysitter to this
To
stupid sometimes.
add to it, Hayes specifically you will have not have just noticed the skies full of ravens and crows. You would have seen little sparks of magics from rooftops and stuff that casted the spells of flock of familiars.
Well, is this a bad thing? I'm gonna
Chat,
start
are we
heading towards it.
Let's just
Everyone
chat, are we
really
cooked?
This shit looks bad. Let's head towards it.
That doesn't
Sure
look
hope I don't find my
normal.
party members here soon.
It's actively... what the fuck is going on? I want to know what it is.
I mean, same, I need to know what it is, but I was like, I am very low on spell slots because of the earlier fight. This is gonna be tough.
So,
But yeah, I'm heading towards it.
Well, I only have 2 pack slots and I've just burned through both of them, so.
I forgot.
It doesn't-
I still haven't.
Let's hope it doesn't end in combat.
it doesn't take long for all of a sudden Averille, Bergai, and Hayes, from your various directions, you're seeing the remains of a fog in the distance on the streets. And on the edge of the fog, walking out of it, well, walking away from it, they're already out of it, you see Raine, Haiton, and Nyla.
Do I see that Nyla is hiding herself?
Yes, you see wings covered, hood up.
Clicking that? She doesn't often do that, so something is up with that.
I'm glad to know that I'm a bedazzled ornament, that if I'm covered up, people are wondering what the fuck. Got it.
Yeah, something is up. She's normally proud showing the bedazzlement, but this is... Something's up. So I'm looking around to see if there's something, because a flock of crows / ravens... I need to see what the murder is about.
You said I could see like something being cast from the roof, so like it wasn't people I could see, I could just see the magic coming up, right?
Yes.
I need to see if there's something with this conspiracy and murder.
You're all gathered up at this point.
Yeah. Can somebody give me a quick rundown why there's a murder of crow in the sky?
And with that, the three of you now suddenly notice all of them.
Ah! I'm gonna look at Seraph and be like, do you think it's because of us?
Sarah just gives like a small nod of the head.
Yeah.
Does this mean we have to fight?
Don't know. I mean, Seraph saw a guy summon a familiar to send a message, so I sent Seraph to kill the messenger. He succeeded. Familiars won't just appear out of nowhere to avenge their fallen, though, so I don't know what the fuck's going on.
Keep walking towards the guild. Let's get inside, because once we're in the room, we're safe. Yeah. Unless the guild keepers is fired, but I don't think they are. We can talk in there. Just go. And I'd like to cast See Invisibility on myself.
Okay.
Oh my god, sames!
Winsies!
While I do that, I'm casting Sense Lifeblood on myself.
Sense what?
Lifeblood.
Lifeblood. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Explain what that is.
As part of casting a spell, I have to expend hit dice. The lifeblood flowing within creatures tells me its secrets. Creatures that have immunity to the exhaustion condition are immune to this spell. Till the spell ends, I can determine if creatures I can see are related biologically. In addition, I know the creature's hit points are maximum, below maximum, at half, below half. On each of my turns, when I hit a bloody creature with an attack roll using a weapon, unarmed strike, or spell, I can cause the target to take extra necrotic damage.
So, in terms of out of combat, You
In
can
terms
just,
of out of combat, I can see if they're related biologically, and I can see how healthy they are.
right, okay. I just wanted to confirm that. Right. You make your way towards the guild. And just about as you're getting ready to reach it, Thomsen and Haiton, you will spot two invisible people running behind you. They're not running fast enough that they're trying to keep up. It's more they're trying to catch up to a certain distance.
Mm-hmm. Are they within 60 feet of us or further away?
I would say they're reaching about 60 feet, and it's at roughly at that point they start to slow down to like a walk, like to match your pace.
Alright. I would like to turn around and cast Fairy Fire on them.
Okay.
It's a save if I remember.
Yeah.
Yes, that is a Dex 13 save.
Dex 13.
It is. It is a 20-foot cube, and objects in it is outlined.
They're just outlined? There's any damage or anything?
No, this is no damage.
Okay.
Objects in a 20-foot cube within range are outlined in blue, green, or violet light. Each creature in the cube is also outlined if it fails a dexterity saving throw. For duration, objects and affected creatures shed dim light in a 10-foot radius and can't benefit from the invisible condition.
So eventually you reveal them, and then
Yes.
they can't re-go invisible.
Yes.
Until the concentration of fairy fire is dropped.
Yeah.
Okay.
The entire plan here is just let them know that they're not
We
sneaky.
know. Yeah.
Basically, he turns invisible people into a living rave.
Yes.
What color would you like to make them?
Green.
Green?
Just make them show up. Yeah.
They both appear very, very bright green. So bright that it's almost illuminating. And I'm saying that because they both nat wand.
The only one that one
Averille's- Yeah, I think Averille seeing this turns around, bold run, just go get in. And was likely one of the last ones to try to get in. To the guild.
Like, seeing
do
that
they
they've been
back
seen,
off?
they immediately run towards an alleyway in the opposite direction.
Good.
Yeah. Cool.
Just get
Yeah.
in.
Yeah, heading in.
Before I head in, I'm just gonna kind of give one final glance at the rooftops and the walls, and then just head
knowing
in.
what you're kind of looking for, you can do a perception with advantage.
I mean, yeah, I'll take that. Maybe I have some better luck than I have been.
I don't know, I rolled 2 separate d20s at the same time and they both fucking nat wand.
I know, that's why I'm scared. So, perception at advantage. 17.
You managed to spot a few on the rooftops opposite.
Lumi, is there any spirits nearby the entrance? Like, just randomly there?
You would notice some, like, little wind spirits.
As we pass them, I'm gonna be like, do me a favor. Keep an eye on them for me.
The 3 little spirits that are there just kind of look up to you, and it's like, look over at the things, just like kind of look at you, sort of notice Mizu kind of show a little bit. Yes, sir!
I can just imagine the most evil, sadistic little fairies that literally rip someone's eye out and staple it to another guy. An eye is now always on you.
At least I said on them and not on me.
With that, you watch The rest of you would feel like a slight breeze, just it's a new thing. The wind spirits just kind of go. You all get into the guild safe and sound.
I would like to go up to the counter
Yep.
for clerics and be like, can we get a meeting room where nobody from outside can listen in?
Do we not already have one of them?
I don't know if it was removed from after we left.
It would definitely removed.
Yeah.
Yeah, certainly. Let me grab the keys and I'll be right with you. I'll meet you at the bottom of the
Yeah.
stairs.
Alright. I go to yours and we'll hurt them towards the stairs. Alright, meeting now.
Nods and follows.
Doesn't take long to the receptionist is there, right? Follow me.
Yep.
I kind of lean back towards that our flipping Nyla and him and go, when did he become so bossy?
Well, that verifier thing he did was really cool, so I'm willing to go with it.
Same, but still.
You get up to the room, put in all the requests that you need for the room. It gets made for you.
Alright. So we all enter the room?
Yeah.
I mean, you kind of told us we were going to. We have no choice, right?
As soon as the room is made, I have entered it. I am in a corner. I am ripping my cloak off and fluffing out my fucking wings and fixing my hair.
So half an hour I'm gone, and what happens in that half hour?
Yeah,
Please,
why
somebody
were
tell me.
Yeah, and why were you covered? You normally don't do that. Does it have to do with what happened with the fog and
The crows.
the murder?
Okay. I will explain. Make sure that door is shut and locked and have a
Averille
seat.
does that, and I think to just show that extra careful, so actively no one can come in. Takes a minute, but alarm is casted.
Okay.
Okay. Where do I begin?
What happened after we split up?
I went off to find the Thieves Guild in the area.
Why?
Because it's what we do. There's a Thieves Guild in literally every major city and most of the smaller towns. You just have to find the Thieves' Cant and follow it to the entrance. And I did. But it was a very strange interaction because it didn't feel like a normal Thieves Guild. As you guys saw in my hometown, it was very bustling and energetic. The only thing I heard were two voices. And these two voices were talking. I didn't hear anything up until I came to the door. And then I knocked on the door and told them who I was, because they asked, and you go by your code name. There's a reason why I ask you guys to call me Saki in the streets, and you can call me Nyla when we're away from people. Because my code name is my last name. That is how I've been known. Even my own father called me Saki when it came to anything related to the Thieves Guild. That being said, he was very nervous when my name was mentioned. And as the joke that you guys heard when I was leaving, I never leave home. That's been kind of the thing that my dad's passed around. Everywhere he has gone. Everybody knows he has a daughter, but everybody who has asked him, he says, oh, she doesn't leave home. She stays at home to watch the guild there while I'm gone. That kind of thing to keep me safe because the world is crazy. with as nervous as they were, I asked them if they had any unique wares. Knowing I am broke and I don't have very much on me for gold-wise, but sometimes thieves guilds have unique items that they keep for special people.
What have you got the special?
I did not get special. Anyways. Sorry. It was just very concerning because after I, apologized for bothering them because they didn't even invite me in, didn't even let me in, nothing like that. I stayed there for a second and listened to see if they were going to talk by the door again. Because that's smart. Let's talk by a fucking door that's not completely sealed. And they mentioned something. They were talking about me and how I don't leave home. But said something about if I found something out. And that they needed to go talk to their boss. And then after I had left, I used my sending stone to get in touch with these two as she gestures towards Raine and
Haiton.
Both are bothered remembering each other's names.
Haiton and Hayes are so similar.
I keep wanting to say Hayes, and then it's like, no, that's not the right one. That's not the right one. That's not the right one. So, I guess it's both of us at each other. It's fine. It's now mutual grounds. All offense has been thrown out the window. It has been turned into mutual ground. I'd called them because it was the first sending stone that I grabbed. And I met up with them that way. It's not in the purpose that I didn't want to be alone because I was scared. I didn't want to be alone in case something happened to me and I couldn't get in touch with you guys.
So we would at least know what, if you would go missing, that we have at least someone that knows where.
I mean, if she had gone missing after getting to them, then we would probably have 3 people missing. But still, right decision.
After they said that they needed to go talk to their boss, they said that I needed to be kept an eye on and make sure that I leave the city. And then when I met up with Kitten and Raine, they noticed, and the little pseudo found people running the walls and the rooftops. And there was people actually invisible following us, as you saw by the fairy fire display.
Yeah.
Which was beautiful, by the way.
It was really awesome.
Yeah, I just didn't want them thinking that they could get close. So,
It was smart.
They mess with you, they mess with us.
Before the giant murder crows came through, there was a message that was being sent out, and Haiton had his pseudo dragon intercept the message, which is currently sitting right here. She gestures, puts her hand over her pocket where the message is sitting. No, I have not read it. No, I have not opened it. I just put it here. And then the giant murderer spawned above us as we were trying to make a hidden way back here.
You say hidden, but I think a giant cloud is not exactly covert.
It's not covert at all. It got us where we needed to go, though.
That is completely fair.
Which I want to say now, I do very much appreciate that, because that was that was really quick thinking on that, and I very do appreciate it. So I'm going to pull the note out of my the message out of my pocket, and I'm going to unfurl it and read it, and I'm going to assume right off the bat that it's in Thieves' Camp.
Yes, it is.
It's actually flat paper, so you open it, it just goes poof. I saw a chat to see if they knew they were following you, or like you had seen that they were following.
But no, it is in Feascamp. It essentially reads, Leon's daughter seems to have companions. Doesn't as nothing out of the ordinary. Can assume she doesn't know about Leon's death.
Oh, for fuck's sake! I'm sorry, that last bit. What?
Doesn't
About
know
Leon's
about
death.
Leon's death.
You're just gonna kind of watch me fall into a chair and drop the note on the table.
So what does it say?
Just gonna read the note.
Most likely something about breakfast and food, because again, it's thief cans.
Yeah. I can't read this.
That's because it's in Thieves' Camp.
Yeah.
It's just gibberish.
It's not gibberish, I promise you.
So what does it say?
As you know, as I explained, my father ran the guilds at Illumina for a long time. So, be that as it may, all the traveling he did and everything like that, he is a name. He is a name throughout the Thieves Guilds, throughout the entire continent. They were trying to put a message off to somebody that I had companions now, and that I don't know the truth about my father's death. So, as I have guessed, there was more to his death than meets the eye. You can kind of visibly see her trying to hold back a tear. She is very frustrated. I don't know what to think about this. And the extravagant lengths they are wanting to go through to make sure I leave this city. So there's something going on here, and I don't want to ask you guys to follow me through it, but I need to figure out what's going on.
We gotta follow you through it.
If there is a truth about my father's passing from the stories that I was told, I have to know.
Well, I'm not going to stop you on this because it's important to you, it's important to us, but we now made it very clear that we know that they know. And I wonder, if you're saying they want us out of the city, would it be better, since we have picked up a quest to go to the nearby city of Vermilion, do we want to pretend we leave town after what happens tonight? Complete that quest and then come back and start the investigation, or do you want to start here right now when we don't know what's going on?
On top of that, we only intercepted the message. We didn't kill the person sending it, so...
I mean, we didn't kill anybody, but we sure made them know that we have ways of detecting them.
But
We knew, we proved to them we knew of their existence.
on top
Which,
of that, though, the person
as-
that sent the message now knows, probably from deduction of his message not arriving, that...
And he doesn't have a familiar anymore.
Yeah. So he knows that you probably know the contents of this letter, and that the person that was trying to get the contents of the letter probably knows anyway. So
I feel like the only way I'm gonna find out anything is if I go talk to the boss myself. Now, in this lifestyle, that's not an easy task. You can't just go walk up to the leader of a Thieves Guild and ask for a fucking meeting. That's not gonna happen. You're gonna get shot where you stand. I don't know. This is the kind of thing I'd ask my dad if he had any advice on. And he's not here.
Averille would hug Saki.
As you kind of hug her, she kind of leans into you more and just kind of lets it happen. As small streams of tears kind of flood down her face.
We are here to help.
First,
Just
thank
need
you.
to say yes.
I think personally you should just do what Lord Zoras told you to do with the arms. Follow your gut.
My gut
Whatever.
tells me to stay here. My gut's telling me we don't leave yet. There's something bigger going on.
Sounds fun then. Ugh.
Can I hold everyone? Roll me a perception check real quick.
Oh,
Mate, I've been doing shit lately. I don't want to roll perception anymore.
Don't make me do it. Don't bully my dump stat.
18. It's not a dump stat, not the worrying bit.
I'm gonna use my inspiration.
I am going to also use an inspiration point.
I'm happy with a 13. It's not the best, but not the worst.
I'm done.
Do I need a roll for Sarah?
Sure, roll for Sarah. Jesus
Or is
Christ.
it 15?
I'm not in that's 20.
That's what I'm saying. What the fuck? No.
That is my second roll of tonight.
Could I possibly use my last point of inspiration to re-roll that
Sarah
again?
rolled a 19.
Moment, let me roll for my Drake because Kit has a wisdom stat.
I would like to point out, only nat 20s are succeeding here.
Yeah, no.
Wow, so Sarah just missed it. Okay. No, wait, no, he didn't.
Not 20s, not 20s.
Yeah, not 20.
You know what? Never mind. I'm not gonna do any better. I can't.
I would roll for Mizu, but we haven't worked out how to level her up yet, Lumi, so...
Yeah. Okay, so Thomsen. In the corner of the room, the room with the darkest shadow, you feel a presence. And the only way you can describe, when you look, there's no one there. But you feel the presence of someone, smiling.
So, my scene visibility, would that still be on?
It would
It has
still
an
be
hour
on, and
duration.
you're not seeing anyone.
I'm not seeing anything. We're not alone in here.
Well, it seems I've been caught.
No,
And out of the shadows themselves comes a figure. Forgive me. I couldn't help but intrude when someone of the heirs of the thieves' life is crying. You can call me the Shadow.
Get out.
And that's where we're going to leave today's session.